Welcome back to DBL. Now that Friends is officially gone from Netflix, y'all need a new show to binge, I know. Well, you're in luck because the streaming service just added Messiah, and it stars Michelle Monaghan. Now, you might know her from the Mission Impossible movies and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, but can a show about religion and politics not offend people? Michelle thinks so. Check it out. Welcome, Michelle, to Daily Blast Live. Now, the holidays are over, but you're looking super festive, as is my lipstick. But we do have to ask, there's always a discussion about whether Die Hard is a Christmas movie, but we want to know your opinion. Is Kiss Kiss Bang Bang a Christmas movie?
It is.
Thank you.
It is a Christmas movie.
Okay, thank you.
We didn't mean it to be a Christmas movie,
So
but it is. You know, it's made the Christmas list for the last few years now. It's a fun Christmas movie.
Good. We got your seal of approval. I'm putting it in the list. So let's talk about your new Netflix show, Messiah. I'm super interested.
We don't know who he's associated with. He could be creating an army, or he could be leading them to their death.
Are you worried that a show about a new Messiah could actually offend religious viewers, especially since you starred in The Path on Hulu, which was all about a cult? So you seemingly pick these bold religious shows.
I'm so excited about this series specifically because it does represent a multitude of perspectives. You know, this isn't a series that purports to be biased over one religious or one belief system over the other. In fact, it's all about looking inward and about your own projections into the world. You know, one of the major drivers for me to do the show was that it was provocative and not offensive. I would never do anything that I felt would offend any group of people ever. So the character actually never calls himself the Messiah. It's everybody else's projections of him.
Interesting.
And I think that's really telling.
All right, Michelle, what is the best way to watch Messiah? Should we binge it? Should we go slow? Should we watch it with friends, alone?
I think one of the most important things that you can do with this show is to watch it with other people because it is provoking a conversation and a much needed conversation. I think we can all agree that we live in really divisive times. I think the most important thing is it allows the viewers to put themselves in someone else's shoes across the world.
Which is why I like to binge watch shows that at least have some substance. And you're a good picker. Does that make sense? I think you're a good picker.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You grew up in a tiny Iowa town. Who did you act alongside that made you just like, oh my gosh, this is the most starstruck I've ever been?
I had one scene with Richard Gere in one of my very first films called Unfaithful. And I remember, you know, we finished my first day and Richard Gere gave me the thumbs up. And I still to this day, I'm like, Richard Gere gave me the thumbs up.
Dude, that's
you know,
awesome.
And at that point, I wasn't quite sure if it was something that I wanted to pursue for sure, but I was like, well, if Richard Gere is giving me
it's good enough
the
for
thumbs
Gere.
up, I'm going to give it a shot at least.
Totally, that's
right?
amazing. Great story.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for being a good picker and a smart woman. Thanks again.
Thank you, Tori.